Now, what I'm doing at the moment, I'm actually filling a box of Midge Pupa. Now, the patterns here are basically from the quilled buzzers all the way up to the sort of, basically buzzers with a bit more dubbing in them, sort of a wee bit higher. So if you point flies, mid flies, top dropper, that type of thing. Now I'm getting to the top dropper type fly, and this is one of my favourites for it would be this one here. Now I'm just going to zoom in. This is just a hare's mask, Midge Pupa. You can see here it's just basically a gold rib. The dubbing I blended myself, it's just hare's mask cut away from obviously the mask and then blended into a nice rough looking dubbing. This sits really well. This is like a, if you're fishing Midge Pupa, this would be like a top dropper or middle fly. Nice pattern, and then one certainly worth having in your box. They're very simple to tie, so I'm just going to a wee bit close there, I'm just going to come out a wee bit more. There we are. Hook is full of mill, it's a competition heavyweight, and it's a size 10. 10s and 12s, 14s, they're all good flies, they're good sizes. Uni thread, in this case in red, an 8/0. It's just simply start the thread at the eye, come a third of the way down, and then we tie in some tinsel. Now you could use either a gold, in this case I'm using a gold tinsel, or you could use, it's a small, or you could use a pearl. Both work. I like the gold. So I'm just tying it on the way down. Now I'm going to come round the bend slightly, just a wee touch, and then I'm going to get my dubbing. Now this dubbing is really rough. You can see, just cut away from the mask, and then blended in I've got a wee coffee grinder that I use. Just blend it up. It's easy to use once you do that. Now you can just slightly double into the thread. On the body I'm going to be a wee bit tighter with the dubbing, and a wee bit looser in the thorax. Now don't worry if the red thread comes through, I like that. Sometimes I even like to see it at the back. So just lightly dub it on, so get some sort of taper in the body. Now you want at least 2/3 of the way up. Just a touch more here. Happy with that? That's fine. And then just leave it the way it is, and then bring my rib up. 5 into our 6th turn. Let's just stroke the fibres back before you bring up the tinsel, tie it off. And I'm just going to bend and break away the tinsel. Now you can leave these fibres or the guard hair, unless they're really long, but leave them because that adds to the dressing. Now the wing buds, I'm using a dyed. Basically what this is, it was a fluorescent yellow with a wee touch of hot orange in it, and then I dyed this just to get this colour. So it's like a warm yellow if you want to put it. Now bring out 2, tail them away from the stem of the biots. Now what I'm going to do here is a wee bit, the taper's too thin, so I take away the point, catch it on the sides. Just manipulate them to sit where you want. You want the curve to come away from the side of the hook. Make sure they're secure. Now for the thorax cover I'm using an Opal Mirage. This one here in medium. This one. You can use a pearl, it's up to yourself. Another colour I like is red holographic over the back, it works. Let me just keep this on top. Wind to the biots. Get our dubbing. As I say, I'm going to put this on a wee bit looser, so it's more leggy like. Slightly dub it onto your thread, and then just get a shape. Sometimes I'll go run down, come back up. Depends on how heavy I really want it. So Make sure you get enough dubbing to come back through. Now leave yourself at least a head, a good mill anyway. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring out some of the dubbing, again to encourage some of the guard hairs out. So I'm just going to take my time. Now, normally I would bring over the goose biots first, but because of the fur, I bring over the thorax cover. So come over with a turn and another one and fold it back. Trim away. Bring the goose biots forward. Stroking back the fibres. A nice tight turn, 2 or 3 turns down towards the eye, come back up. Keeping the thread tight, you can then break this away. Gives you a nice neat cut when you do that. Another couple of turns. You see, it's a rough and ready like fly. If you want breathers on it, white wool, you can use floss, it's up to yourself. It's really easy, just do a figure 8 on top, just catch it with turning. Do another one, do another couple. Nice and tight. Then nice head with the thread, and then whip finish. Really quick. Trim. Now, what I normally would do is just trim it like this and leave that. I'd varnish the head so that I can basically, this being long, I can keep it out of the way. Then allow that to dry. Now I haven't got time to do that, so basically I can show you one I've done. No, I'll just finish off the one I've tied. Show what it's like. So you're looking for a couple of mil from there, and then you just tap it. I'm not going to tap it too much. And there we are. And that's Hare's mask, if you want to call it, Midge Pupa. Rough and ready. You can pull some of these fibres off if you wish, but I like to keep it like this. And it's even worth putting a wee bit of muslin or a wee bit of ear floating on it. Keeps it up a wee bit, but you can also keep the fly up or suspend the fly using other patterns or other methods. So basically, these are nice patterns, nice. Fill a box in no time. This box should be full very soon. So anyway, there we are. That's your Hare's mask, Midge Pupa. A good pattern. Certainly one I would recommend. And as I say, you can always change the rib to pearl, or even red holographic works. There's quite a few you could actually tie in this style. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.